So the music that you guys are listening to in the background is the Paul Coombs Blues Band. And now this is a band that actually my landlord, the from the place where I rent here, he actually one day we were having a talk because I was aware that actually he's a drummer in a blues band. So one day, actually, when I was doing some work for him during the summer, he actually invited me over, to go for a ride, to go and pick up this material for the upcoming project that we had to work in his house. And the thing is, sadly, when we're going on the track, on his pickup track, we're listening to music, and he goes, "Hey, Rodrigo, actually, I just recorded this song. Will you tell me actually what you think about it?" And I go, "Sure, okay, let's listen to it." So it was about in regards to his band where he plays drums at. Now, I was aware in a way that he mentioned before that he was going to be doing this studio recording work. And the thing is, we're listening to the track and I go, wow, this is sounding pretty good, Like it was already ready to be set and go, to put it on a radio station or podcast or anything, right? But at the same time, while we were talking about it, I ask him something very important because when it comes to design, I'm very picky and stuff like that. I like to purchase CDs, vinyls myself, and I ask him the following kind of what would be the is anybody actually designing this for you? Is anybody directing the artwork? What is necessary? What it takes for you to have an actual product that you want to actually sell, right? And he's saying, no, actually, I don't have anybody who's doing the cover artwork design, nothing of that. And we want to actually come up with a really cool idea of releasing a CD Digipak. So I say to him, well, before you release anything, please give me the product to me. I'm going to take care of the direction of the whole, how it's going to look like, how it's going to be where you guys tell me exactly what you want in the product, and I'm going to put it all together with my help, with my direction. I'm going to help you out actually to release a good, solid product. Awesome. So passes the time, and he said he's going to let me know. I'm going to talk to the rest of the guys to see if actually they want me to put you to work on this, on the whole design for the CD layout for the Digipak. All right, cool. So that means basically I had to do the cover artwork, and I had to do all the insert the lyrics inside, and I do the full layout and all of that, and deal directly with the print shop that actually is in charge of putting the CD out. So passes the time, it comes at the end of the year, and I'm ready actually to put my work, on test and all of that. It's something I haven't done in years though, but I always say, even when I was in bands before, especially in heavy metal bands back in the 2000s, that's when I started to actually do some of the self-taught graphic design on myself on the way I thought it was actually without any education or anything like that. I would just had interest on doing graphic design, and I basically started to do my own demos and EPs and things like that, which is actually one day I made a post in regards to that about the different work that I have done over the years, especially for my own LP that I released exactly 10 years ago for DJ Nocturne. So it came the opportunity that actually this was my chance actually to come up with a product, and here we go. This is it. As you can see, this is the final product that I just received today in regards to the cover artwork that you can see performance over there, right? Making sure that actually doesn't reflect so much on the light there, right? This is a beautiful Digipak display actually in which the album of the band of Paul Coombs Blues Band is gonna be actually have for sale, and it's gonna have a CD release party in which actually at the same time they asked me if I want to be the director, the person who is going to program this event for the CD release party. And I have pretty much an idea of what exactly to do in regards to that matter. I have experience doing a promotion work in the past. And also, not just that, I'm being actually, I offered to these guys to help them out in any way possible to get the product out there. And this is exactly what I'm going to do right now, because as I just received it today, I decided to actually to check it out exactly how it looks like, and I'm gonna open it up so I will see exactly how it looks like. So I'm just gonna go carefully here because it's a very nice layout actually, what they wanted. So I open it from the side here carefully, right? Because it's wrapped on plastic, And of course, when it comes to digipacks too, I like to actually keep the original plastic too, the wrap around them, because sometimes digipacks are more delicate. They tend to actually get damaged easily sometimes, especially on the corners, right? So it's not like the same like the CD plastic at all, right? So like a CD your case, if you wanna say, right? So I'm gonna open it carefully here, right? So I'm just going like a. I know sometimes it can be a pain in the butt unwrapping these things, but it's a very important thing to have it like this. So I just finished it up, right? It wasn't that difficult. It was only one side, and this is it basically, right? As you can see, this is the final product, right? You can see it much more clear because it doesn't reflect the light on it. So I did all those things. The logo wasn't created by me, but basically I just made it look more like I added an effect. The band, they already had the logo design made, and basically I just worked it around with the whole idea of how to represent the idea, the concept for the cover artwork for the Steeltown Blues. Now, if you open this side over here, when we turn around and we see the back of the CD, you can actually see the rest of the tracks over there, right? We got 10 tracks in total on the album, right? And those pictures actually that I put together over there, as you can see, for the final product, I wanted to do something creative with it. I asked the guys, hey, can you actually provide me some of the best pictures possible that you have taken in the past? And I can put them together, re-edit them, and just have them ready for the final product, right? So now what happens is, right, it just got released this year, as you can see over there, right? It says 2023, and what is it? Yeah, so if guys are interested actually in their music as well, as I were listening right now to their music, it's actually a recording that I did with my friend Nick Cushing, and they played recently 2 weekends ago at Stonewall's bar and restaurant here in Hamilton. So we recorded them live, and also I recorded a lot of live footage of their performance. So basically, I can make a video clip for one of their best tracks that they want to select for me, to help them out, to push the sales of the album, right? Now the thing is, we're talking about all these different methods of how to get the word out there in regards to the band. This is not all of it. Come on, don't go away. I got more to tell you. This thing, anyways, is gonna be recorded, right? But here I'm gonna show you the inside layout, right? And the level of creativity that I had to use for this is kind of they say they would like to actually have something that is a kind of a, let me see, I gotta go this way or this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that, because it's very see, it's kind of complex in a way when you're working actually with the camera like that. So okay. All right, there we go. So it's actually the full collage of all the people who participated actually on it, on the recording on the album, on the process of making this album possible to be released, right? And the thing is, you can see me right there in this part. Let me see, is it this one here? No, it's actually, I'm right here on this part here, on this little corner. So they decided to take a picture of me at last minute before developing the product. I'm right there sitting in front of my computer, working on the final details for the product. And what they decide to do is basically, of course, when you take a participation in something, you gotta get credited for it, right? So basically, yeah, that you are an important part of the whole process too, especially when it comes to the visuals. It's not just about music, but it's about visuals. That's the important thing, how it goes, the chemistry on it, and of course the concept of the album that you are releasing. If you are releasing a full LP, my idea always has been about the chemistry united of all of them to be a relation well connected between the three of them, right? Between visuals, the audio, and also the concept that you are referring about what the album is about, right? So then what happens is, as you can see that collage, I put it all together. It looks almost like one of those collages from the 80s thrash metal bands, if you want to think of a SOD or Neutral Assault or anything like that. Of course, I didn't cut it around of the heads or anything like that, right? But I put the pictures on it, and I put it nicely in a way that actually everybody can be seen on it, right? Now the other thing is, once the whole idea what they wanted to do in regards to the booklet inside, right? Now, I pull out the main booklet of it, right? And this is it actually. So you see that actually like the version of the booklet for the size of the your CD case, right? And this is beautiful actually. I like how actually it came all together. I was really concerned about like okay, like is it gonna come out well and all of that. And the good thing is even that the blackness on it is not entirely blackness, but it's a nice opaque color we can say, because it kind of at least it makes it like a kind of a viewable, and it's not so dark, like especially for a band that is related to blues music. So I'm gonna open the booklet right now, as you can see, and you can see the full image on it, like a kind of a, you see the cover artwork and you see the back artwork of it. While we were discussing many times about like what would be a good idea in regards like to put the members' participation on it, right? I decided to suggest myself to my landlord. I say, hey, you know what? Tell the guys actually that we can put something like a kind of the three members of the band here, and basically just like list them and who they are, and also like a kind of just to make it look just to a good way of enclose the CD as well, right? So with their logo and everything and who they are, what they're representing about. So we're gonna go through the different booklet of the lyrics, and you know what? I'm really happy with this. It's incredibly nice because it is still readable, and it consists of different images of a kind of a. If you look at the inside of it, kind of a it tends to look a little bit like grungy, like a grunge rock or something like that, or industrial, right? And what happens since the title, it says, you know, like a Steeltown Blues, right? Um, I was thinking, okay, you know what? Like the best thing that will go inside is actually pictures of the different sections, or like a collage, mixed art media of the different industries that I have near my area, where because I live on the north end of the city. So basically over here I can take so many pictures possible of you know, on some of the factories here, like with their flames burning red and all of that. Whenever you go through the Burlington Skyway, right, and you can see at night like these massive flames, you know, of steel, like, you know, like of the whole steel burning and all of that, right? So it's kind of impressive, and I was thinking, okay, this would be really cool actually if we make it more very grungy style. So I'm gonna give you like a closer look to it, and I really enjoyed doing this actually, like of putting all the lyrics together and all of that, right? So kind of like I made it as much as possible, like a kind of a very rock and roll style, because that's exactly what these guys they play in a way. Like their songs are, each one of them is different. They're mainly a blues band, but also they have another like a music influences involved in it, because it involves a lot of the participation of other like musicians that they are from that they have participated in local recordings as well within the blues field, right? And what is that? So like many guest artists are invited in this participation of this CD. Now the other one that I got here, see, like I just turned the page, like I just to show you the next one, right? So in each one, like depending of the how many of the song, right? That's exactly the color participation that I put on it, right? So there you go, like I just to hold it nicely, right? Then what is it like a it was a lot of work actually, like putting this together. Of course, you know, it's not like I kind of say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna copy the lyrics and all of that. No, I have to adjust it really well as much as I can, right? And the good thing about also what I enjoy, like of doing this work too, because like the artists themselves, especially Paul Coombs, the founder of the band, he actually had a story to tell in every single one of the songs, right? Well, like it was like you know, in each one of them, I think I skipped one of the pages, but you will find out like yourself anyways, like about it. Like just get the CD so you can see it yourself. But I kind of like I just showing you something briefly about like how exactly looks like, right? But it has a total of 10 songs, right? And I kind of you can see like in the very last page over here, it has like all the it's an instrumental song actually that shows over here in this section. But over here is all the credits actually, and that's where appears actually my name on it, which is I'm really proud of. You know, like I like to see my names in mentionings, because I have done it in the past too. Even some Chilean bands like Metastasis, and what is it, like of my friend Aldo Fairborn. He actually like mentioned to me, actually listed me on the credit section when I was already here in Canada. He thanked me for the appreciation and support for being like a part of one of the supporters of the CD as well, like for the release, right? Like a kind of a to listen to it and help to get the word out as well. And you can see like a kind of a it's somewhere around here basically, like it shows like a where is it? Yeah, graphic design by Rodrigo Raggio at the Devil's Cellar. Yeah, so that's why I got credited on it. And this is a great layout actually. I'm super satisfied with this product because this is the most professional level I have gotten of doing something like this. Like it kind of I never really done a full LP. While myself, here's the ridiculous thing: I always wanted to do a full LP with when I have members of three, four, five members in a band, and it never really happened. It was barely made a demo or IP CD, right? And then like when I decided like to come up with my solo stuff for DJ Nocturne, I finally did the layout, a simple layout for the DJ Nocturne LP, which is called Arcade Land. That was exactly 10 years ago, and now 10 years later, I come out actually with a product like this. It's super like I take a lot of pride on my work. And also I got paid for it. Like I got paid more than any other project I ever freaking done in my entire life. So my persistence is an example once again of all the persistence, all the hard work I have put onto things and studying and learning is paying off one way or the other, right? So sometimes like things if they don't come this way like right away, at least they come like sooner or later, right? And then finally for this part over here, we got the CD. So see like how I handle the CDs nicely, properly, like kind of I never put the fingers on them, like nothing. You can see it right there, like the basically like the many tracks to fill in on the whole part over there, right? I don't know if it's that visible, but I did a simple layout for it for the CD, and this is exactly like how it looks like. And just to show you that right there, I'm checking also like on the camera here, like whatever is displayed over there. That actually I have the actual CD. That I'm just gonna bring it a little bit higher, right? There you go. Okay. And then what happens is, this it got developed today, or it got delivered today. It took a couple of weeks actually to be printed out. And I'm gonna go and check it out and listen to it. And also, I had to study the album, as many other albums I study musically, because that's my thing. I like to listen to full LPs, right? I had to actually suggest to the guys like what's gonna be the best track that they can use for the video clip that I'm putting all together between pictures. I did the professional photography on that day when they played live a couple weekends ago. I had to actually do the sound recording, exactly what we're listening to in the background right now. And at the same time, I had to actually the video recording, like from different 4 camera sets, different angles, to get the best clips possible of everyone, and at the same time, like I can be able to make the video clip all together to whatever material I have left with me, right? And apply effects and all of that, and hopefully, like I can have this video clip made, hopefully by sometime. I don't want to say so much like how long it's gonna take, but hopefully it's gonna be within the next 2 weeks, because it's a lot of work when it comes to editing, especially when it comes to graphic design. It's not something that you just go and put things here and there and stuff like that. No, like when you want a perfect work, like it's something well done, you want to actually put them like in a certain order. Like you gotta follow a certain discipline of it, right? And it's not like it's something that is rocket science, but if you know your product, what you're using exactly, like it's suppose like a lot of people they say, oh, what you using Photoshop? I don't use Photoshop at all. I don't use anything that is related to the Adobe family. I abandoned that actually exactly back in 2018 until my good friend of mine, like Greg Sommer, he told me actually there was this great software called the Affinity family, which is actually anything related for graphic design I can use for that. So that was the best alternative for me to choose in order to come up with my own graphic design without having to pay a monthly fee for it, but I can actually own the full program for myself and just buy the extra add-ons in order to use it much more. And Affinity is growing much more, which is actually I'm really impressed with the hard work about it. They just released Affinity 2 for the different versions they have. And also once you pay one-time fee for all of them, Basically, they're compatible for all the different platforms: PC, iPad, iPhone, what is the Mac, anything, you name it, right? Now the thing is, speaking of the pictures actually that I took before on the live session, right? I just finished editing them yesterday. I was laying down in bed. I didn't feel like doing anything. I was having my resting day, and I go out and started to go there and editing them simply. Now I'm gonna be on facing the big screen right in front of my PCs, and I'm gonna start basically just doing the final details correction to some of the images, right, to make them look very professional. That they're gonna appear on the page of the Coombs Blues Band. So just in case, make sure actually that you check out you go to facebook.com/blueswithfeeling, okay? And then also you can hashtag the blues with feeling as well, which is a great title actually for the page, because of course blues music is something fulfilled with so much feeling within it. You listen to it, it's so relaxing, soothing, it makes you it's perfect for to have as a soundtrack when you're working or anything like that, right? Doing any activities, right? So yeah, I can say I'm really happy that I have this right in my hands. I got my copy of something that I took part of, that I designed as well, and I want to, of course, that I'm a man of do many things. Right now, I'm finishing actually my recording setup for myself, which actually I finished all my keyboards. The other day, I did a live session with playing some of the keyboards, right? But it was just a very basic practice, just to test out the sound with it. And now I received some new things actually that I'm gonna be using much more. That I had to add on to my keyboard setup. So I'm gonna be actually start working on my own album, and for the Insomniac, and I had to also I had to work on my own album for DJ Nocturne that I haven't actually released one since year 2013 actually, right exactly for my birthday. So hopefully I can be able to release my album again on my birthday, right in the middle of July, and yeah. That's all it takes sometimes, right? I try to invest my time as much as I can in doing in keeping active and doing as much as in anything possible, right? But this is it. If you guys are looking for someone ever to direct your artwork, to do the layout CDs for any of your albums or anything like that, please feel free to contact me, okay? I don't cost an a leg at all, okay? So but I'm always really happy to help out people out there in any way possible. Of course, it's not gonna be for free either. I have to actually, I gotta eat as well, and I gotta also whatever money I collect, I want to always reinvest it in new equipment for myself, to able to produce my own products as well, right? So once again, really happy with this product here. Make sure that you get the CD. They haven't actually decided a price for it, but there's gonna be a CD release party for this LP, and I'm gonna be in charge of it. So I'm gonna make you guys let you know about it when it's taking place about it. And thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to explain the process of the integrity that it takes in order to develop an album, right? And I was one of those integral parts, and I'm really happy with it. And now I just gotta continue doing more, making more music possible. Thank you so much. Take it easy, guys. Stay heavy, stay metal, stay bluesy. Why not, right? Take it easy, guys. Be well. Talk to you later. Bye.